a creative environment where people are not stuck doing and thinking the same old is something we should really all be thinking about. So how do you do it? Well, our next guest came up with a really fun way. Doug Leeds is the CEO of Ask.com, and he started the unorthodox practice of having improv workshops at his company. They have caused a culture shift that he says has inspired new ideas. Doug, great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Okay, I just have to be honest, when I heard that, my heart sort of fell to the bottom of my stomach. Like, improv just petrifies me.
Oh, it's not scary at all. I mean, it's not scary once you do it. I think in concept, a lot of people at the company were nervous at first, but once they got going, it becomes really easy, and that's what it's all about. It's about being silly and being free, and it's not scary once you get going.
Okay, so before we talk about how you get people to do it, I just want to know why. Why does this help, having people get up and do improv? How does that help your business goals?
Well, look, so much of business these days is about planning and focus, and we hear that over and over again, getting a plan, a quarterly plan, execution. But what that does is it sort of wipes out a really important skill, which is just responding and creating in the moment, listening to what's going on around you and building on it. And that's sort of a lost art. And we found, certainly at our company, that with all the focus that we had become really good at, what we become really bad at was getting a new set of ideas. And improv was great for that.
So once you do improv, how did that change things? I mean, people started talking more, they started being more confident, they started thinking out of the box. What happened?
Yeah, I guess it's thinking out of the box. I mean, so we start a meeting, right? And we'll have a spatula sitting in the middle of the room. And we'll say, okay, give me ideas of what the spatula can be used for other than, you know, flipping food. And someone will drop it on the ground and say it's a gravity test, or someone will put it over their eye and say I'm a pirate, or it's for an eye test, or something like that. And you build on these things, and you just start listening and responding, and anyone can do it. And then we find that we get great ideas that we wouldn't otherwise get. And
so if I'm understanding correctly, so you do this with a spatula, which has nothing to do with your business, but then those same skills happen when you say, okay, what should our Facebook campaign be?
That's right. So a lot of what happened, at least in our company, I think it's widespread, is that there's this sort of culture of I'm only going to say something when I have it exactly right. I'm only going to raise my hand when I know what I'm going to say and it's sort of bulletproof. And it's sort of the modern version of being attacked in the forest by a cheetah. Like, that was the big, you know, threat to your survival in evolutionary times. Today, it's a peer or a boss saying that's a stupid idea. And so people don't say anything. And what we got to, I asked, was everything starts out stupid. So there are no stupid ideas, and then we can build on them.
Okay, so I'm watching this segment, I think that is fantastic, I want to start it. How do I, as a small business owner, say to my employees, okay, we're going to start doing improv, guys, what do I do?
Well, there's a lot of ways to get started. We actually brought in somebody, we have a little bit bigger company, and we brought someone in to help us get started. You can use Ask.com to search for ways to get started, but I think the key is make time for it. Don't just say, hey, everyone go read something on improv and we'll come back and do it. Really make time for your company, set aside, and bring everybody in to it, because whether they're the receptionist or whether they're head of the division, they can all sort of add to the ideas and build on them.
Okay, and so for somebody like me who's sitting and a little shy about acting,
yes,
and I think, oh God, I can't get up there and do some sort of improv, how do you deal with someone like me?
The thing is, there's no up there. There's no stage. You're sitting in the same meeting room you'd be sitting in otherwise. You're sitting in the same office that you would, and everyone's participating. So there's no audience. You're not in front of anybody. Everybody's doing it, and I think that's what makes it really safe. And the key about this is it's safe.
Got it. And I mean, it's easy for everyone to blurt out something about a spatula versus me standing on a stage and you're saying, okay, talk about a spatula.
Yeah.
All right, well, Doug, I think this is such a great idea, really interesting, really creative, and I appreciate you coming on the show and sharing it with us.
It's been great.